Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Game Over Cancer 2023, benefiting the Canadian Cancer Society. Remember, everything that you donate today is going to go towards them to help find new research, new ways to prevent cancer. Up next, we have a Nioh 2 speedrun, any percent glitchless, featherless, brought to you by JP. JP, go ahead and take it away.
Hello, jphpue JP for short, and yeah, like I said, this is Nioh 2, a rather well-known Souls-like game. Probably might have heard of something about this. And yeah, about the category a bit, any percent self-explanatory. Glitchless, I think it's also, but Featherless is pretty much, we are not allowed to use some overpowered items later on, and my commentator Axel might actually explain a little bit about that later, who knows. But yeah, I am not alone. As said, Axel is here with me, and he's really good at this game, and I hope and I don't make him cringe too much. But yeah,
welcome everyone to Nioh 2. I don't agree with this being a Souls-like, but you know, whatever. Let's just leave that for another moment. Nioh 2 is like a game that if you really like combat-based, complex combat, is really good for that. And yeah, this speedrun is gonna show part of that. It's not gonna show the full complexity because, obviously we're not gonna get to all of that. But yeah, hope you guys like some good combat, because that's what we're gonna see here. This game also has a really good character creator, as you see right there, and we're gonna start in a moment. With the timing now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you on the timer like 5 seconds before we start. The timer starts as we get gain control of the character, so yeah, I'm gonna give a holler. So yeah, let's see how this goes.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks, it's needed. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right, so we are in the interim right now, which is like a different plane of existence, so to speak. It's like when you die, stuff like that. And here is where we're gonna pick up the weapons. We're gonna start with a sword for mobility, and with the axe, because that's like the main weapon of the game, the speedrun. Sorry. And we also pick up the Makami spirit, which has the brute yokai shift form, which is going to be the main source of damage on several fights. And also like the brute counter is also very useful. Speaking of damage, we have the Maeda clan assigned to every single run that we do, because every time that you enter a new game, if you have like a save file saved, then it puts you on the same clan that you have gotten from previous runs, right? So yeah, that's the one that we have right now, and we got some spirit stones that are gonna be useful to trigger yokai shift in some fights. That's what we pick up right now, and now he's gonna remove certain parts of the equipment. It is not necessary to remove them all, but it is easier to later on equip better stuff in order to get a little bit more defense or some benefits for certain sets later on as well. And yeah, like below 30% is when you are gonna get the most key recovery, the most dash distance, when dodging on low stance. There's a lot to cover when it comes to the complexity of this game, but I'm not going to be able to talk about everything. I mentioned key, that's the green bar that you see going left and right. It's like the stamina bar, but it has a lot more nuances and complexity to it. Above it is like the HP bar, and below it is the anima bar. Anima bar is like a demon powers, yokai powers. And yeah, and to the left of that, there's an icon that says 3, and it's like a dog. That's the Makami spirit. And when we change to other spirits, we're going to see a different icon. And the 3 is the Amrita meter. We got a key, and now we're going to head to the first boss of the game. We're not going to see anything fancy here because we don't really have any skills. So you're going to see some base moveset from the axe, especially high stance strong attack. Let's go. So yeah, Mizuki, this is a horse demon, and high stance strong attack is right now our biggest source of damage and key damage. Key damage being basically 4 staggering, that bar below the HP bar of the boss, for example. And yeah, right now we're... There we go, yeah. So he knocked him out of stagger, he staggered him out basically, and was able to grapple him, and that grapple that you saw right there was buffed by the clan. The Maeda clan boosts our grapples by removing the defense of the enemy while we grapple. And that's the end of the fight. Fun stuff, we actually skipped an extra grapple by killing the boss when grappling. If that was not the case, then we would have to do another grapple. So yeah, that's faster to do. So yeah, this game has a Diablo-style loot. So when you defeat enemies, you get different kinds of loots of different rarity, and basically want to see axes mainly. And sometimes hammers are useful for a particular fight in specific, and other times we just want a better sword for certain interactions with the levels, because we want to break some stuff and it just makes it easier. But yeah, that's the end of the first mission. It's like the tutorial mission. And yeah, as you can see, this game has like a map here. This is the first region. Each region on average is like 3 missions, 3 main missions long. So this is the second of 3. Not all of the regions have 3 missions. Sometimes they have 2, sometimes they have 4, but normally they have 3. Okay, so I mentioned high stance. Obviously, that's like the big damage stance. Then you have the low stance, which is the stance that we are right now. The fastest form of movement that we have available right now is low stance dashing with the sword. There are other ways to go faster, but most of them require things that are just going to take too long to actually get, or are just not going to be overall very useful. We're also going to get a buff for certain ability later on, but yeah, let's focus on this fight. So high stance is strong attack, as before. We want to get rid of his key, and the best way to do that is by countering right there, or breaking the horns. So yeah, we've got the counter. Okay, and we don't really care too much about what he drops, but sometimes it's useful, like an elixir can save your life for a bit. We got some seminar candles on lantern plant fruit, longbow. All of those are going to be useful at some point, very likely. And yeah, right now you see he's killing some gakis, or damaging some gakis. That what we want is just basically the skill point proficiency from the axe, or the skill point from the getting the proficiency from the axe, because we want to fight the next boss with a certain skill called Heaven and Earth, which is on high stance. It's going to be our bread and butter for big damage. It's not going to be the only skill that we're going to use. We're going to use more. But yeah, for when we can do it, for the most part, is the big damage skill. So yeah, we're coming to the room where the boss is at. We're going to pick up a couple more items. One of them is a key, and the other one is some magic locks, which are going to give us magic points, so we can learn magic. We're going to get the Purity Talisman first. That's going to be the most useful one by a long shot. But then later on we're going to also get a couple more, which is the Water Talisman and the Lightning Talisman. But yeah. So there's the Onion Mage Locks, and you can actually use or you can activate a setting in the game to automatically use the locks, so we don't have to manually use them. And yeah, here in this menu, we'll learn Purification Talisman and Heaven and Earth. All right. So now we level up to 8 magic. There we go. And we also put some Constitution for later on as well. And 2 Purification Talisman, that's all we're gonna need. If at some point we lack talismans, it's because something went very wrong. So yeah. Okay, so this is the boss door. We're gonna buff and enter the boss. This is a pretty tight strat, but it's also a little bit RNG, so hopefully it will work. Heaven and Earth, Brute counter, into... oh, okay, yeah. A bit unlucky with that slam from the boss. He jumped out of it. It's fine. So these pillars of water help us not only... that's bad. It's okay. We can do it again. So yeah, the pillars of water actually stagger the boss and also apply water debuff. I'm gonna get into more details later on, but our main setup is to, while we attack him and reduce his HP and his ki, we're gonna debuff him with purity, and then using the pillars of water, we're gonna also debuff him with water, and that causes confusion, which is the best stat for damage. Big damage. So now he's almost at 50% HP. And now we have also the Mizuki, which does a lot of damage, as you can see as well, and also a lot of ki damage. Mizuki is right now used as a yokai ability, which you can slot in on the Spirit Talisman. No, not Spirit Talisman, like on the Guardian Spirits that we have. And yeah, that's the end of the fight. GG's.
Thanks. That was a very easy fight. We got a lot of access.
Yeah, sadly we weren't able to show the actual best strat because we got pretty unlucky with the attack that he decided to do at the start.
Oh no.
But it's okay. The second fight went all right, not too terrible. Yeah, about the debuffs. We are mainly gonna use elemental debuffs in this run because they're very, very strong. So purity debuff makes it so that the one who's debuffed, you can also be debuffed as well, gets more ki damage. So that means that we're gonna be able to stagger them way faster. And for example, the water debuff makes it so it takes more damage. Fire debuff is damage over time. Lightning reduces the movement speed. Corruption is very similar to purity, but it's more like a counter to the humans more than the yokais, and the purity is more to the yokais than the humans. And yeah, here we just get rid of some pop-ups because they're kind of annoying otherwise. So we just take profit of low key to do it at the right time. And now we're going to use a small spirit stone to set up the Amrita meter for this fight, because 0 Amrita meter we don't really quite get to the full meter when we need it, because we're going to be using the yokai shift right here. There's a small skip here. It's more like death plant, not out of bounds or anything like that. And yeah, we roll at the end. If you do a precise roll, you can avoid more fall damage, and it also allows you to get out of the poison pool faster. And yeah, I didn't mention this creature right here, which is the Scampus. The Scampus is going to give us more yokai powers, the anima. You can see it right now we have 0.5, and now we're getting more. So that's going to be very helpful, and it's also going to be using some attacks against the bosses. So yeah, this is Yatsuno Kami. We're going to start with Heaven on Earth. We're going to keep pulse, roll, and follow-up attack, and then avoid that attack. There we go. Okay, so now his key is pretty low. It's almost set up for the next part of the strat, which is Heaven on Earth. Twice. And now we're going to be using Mezuki. There we go. That gets rid of the mini snakes that pop up on the second phase, or dark room phase. Oh, we're in a bad spot here. It's okay. We can build up Mezuki again and just get ready for the next one. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. Yeah, sometimes the bosses are getting in the way themselves. But yeah, right now we are set up. We can grapple. Now pop Yokai Shift. And now we're gonna use the Spirit Attack to debuff with Fire, cause confusion. And now he's almost dead. There we go, Mezuki to finish. GG's. So that was a bit sketchy because of that. What happened with the body of the boss not allowing us to get to the grapple. But you know, good recovery.
That's a big part of the run, of course.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you can get the perfect fight with every fight. There's so many fights that if you get the perfect run, then...
Yeah.
It's not gonna
Okay, so
happen.
now we're gonna change the Mezuki Soul Core for the Yatsuno Kami Soul Core. It's gonna be one of the main Soul Cores on the run. It's very, very powerful for key damage and damage as well. But it's gonna be faster than Mezuki, and it's also gonna hit more times. So yeah, it's basically like an improvement. Now we're gonna do a dojo. We need this dojo for certain abilities or certain skills that we're gonna use on the run. It is not strictly necessary to do this dojo in order to complete this run, but it really helps a lot with consistency, and with some fights it just makes it like way better. So yeah, overall, at least for this kind of route, it's definitely worthwhile, because otherwise you kind of have to use different kinds of resources, which is not. I don't know. Personally, I'm not a fan. But yeah, now we're heading off to the fourth mission. This is the first mission on the second region, and I don't know about you, but when I see someone who stands in my way, you know, when I'm walking to the street or something like that, you know, I always think like, what's the best way to get them out of the way? So Nioh 2 has the answer. It's a backflip. You just backflip and they get so impressed that they're just gonna let you go through. So yeah, we also got some Lantern Plant Fruit. Lantern Plant Fruit gives you anima, 5 anima. So it's gonna be a pretty good item in order to set up the anima bar for certain fights, especially before the fights. And you know, sometimes depending on how the fight goes, it might be as a recovery, but normally that's not the case. All right, did I mention? Yeah, okay, confusion. I don't think I mentioned confusion. Confusion basically makes it so the enemies, or you know, debuff with it, cannot recover ki if it's a yokai, and also takes way more damage. And now we're gonna level up again, I think. And before that, we're gonna set up some equipment.
A couple of important level ups like Flux 2.
Yeah, Flux 2 really important for flaxing. Flaxing is a really good ability to use. Basically, what happens is that if you key pulse, so basically key pulsing is basically recovering the key that you have, and if you do that and you switch stances one time, then you're gonna get more key back than you would normally. And if you have flux 2 and you recover and you use another stance, you switch to 2 stances instead of only 1, then you recover even more key. So we got some travel amulet. It's going to be useful for a certain spot in the game later on. Yeah, right now we're gonna face against Imagawa. We're gonna start by shooting him in the head, right there. I'm doing a final blow. And now our objective is to get his ki low so he cannot really do much. Ooh. Okay.
Oh god! Risky, but... Okay, that's it.
Okay, there we go. As you can see right there, right after the grapple, he did like a brute counter to stagger him out so he doesn't recover as fast. Looking for safety.
Ooh, that's sketchy.
Yeah, there we go. GG's.
Sketchy, but survived.
Yeah, you got pretty unlucky with the start. He didn't do good things at the start. I don't know. Did I forget to mention anything in terms of mechanics? We're almost done with the mechanic part of the game explaining. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now, unless I cannot. Oh yeah, there's one thing that I failed to mention. For yokai, when you remove their ki, that's basically the same thing as removing their poise, so to speak. Like they are gonna get staggered every time that you attack them, or they're gonna flinch rather. Now he's getting salt. Salt is a pretty particular item where you can use it to hit the enemies, especially yokai, with them, and they will get purified, meaning they will take damage and purity debuff. So it's gonna be very, very potent as a tool for certain fights. Okay, so next up we're gonna see the first instance of animation cancel, probably.
I will probably do the level ups. So can you fall?
So for safety, he fought the Yamamba. Yamamba is the enemy right there. Okay, so yeah, like he decided to go for the safety approach. In a more risky run, you would try to like cancel the animation for opening the path. But we'll get to that at some other point later. So we're gonna get some shuffling skill points right there, or we're gonna unlock some skills on the shuffling tree. Those are mainly passives. The ones that we got right now are mainly to recover more ki when on Dark Realm or Yokai Realm. When you're on the Dark Realm, your ki recovery speed is basically reduced by quite a lot. So getting that is quite a good thing to get. The more ki that you have, the more things that you can do, right? So pretty useful. I'm guessing you're not doing the Guardian Spirit Talisman strat, right? On
No.
Tateremoke?
I couldn't get them to work. I go with the old bow. Speak.
Okay, so this is Kama Itachi. We're gonna buff here. Kama Itachi is a pretty fast yokai, so we're gonna have to rely on quick punishes. So here the salt is coming into play, since it's a pretty fast way to apply purity and do key damage. And you see here the power of the Yatsu no Kami doing a lot of key damage and damage in a moment. Regular nerf, and now he's almost done. Ooh. Okay. Grapple. As you can see right there, he also used Yatsu no Kami before the end, because the boss was still with the Maeda clan debuff after doing the grapple. So you can benefit from doing extra damage while the weakness debuff is still going.
So,
GG's.
I hope you can't hear. I have my live split audio still apparently on. So. Oops. Hearing hopefully too much of it.
Oh, you had the. Oh, okay.
You could probably you can't hear them because you're watching the Discuss.
Yeah. True.
Oops.
Did you get the gold right now?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, that was surprisingly well executed. That wasn't the best pattern and did a couple of mistakes, but the gold still. With that. Yeah.
Okay, so we got some more Spirit Stones right there. Spirit Stones again important for setting up the Yokai shift certain fights, and in this upcoming fight the Yokai shift is very important, because otherwise the fight is not very fast or consistent. Not like it is completely consistent now, but you know, it is way better. So yeah, we take the chance of this kind of cool down while we wait for the elevator to do some menu.
I messed up the order, but
Yeah, it's okay. It's a bit. This menu is a bit quirky, honestly. Even with a lot of practice, like when I was running this game more often, I was like messing it up like half of the times. Certain things are slightly laggy in the menu. So yeah. So there's a safety shrine right here. It's not super comfy to get because of that enemy right there, that monkey. But it is quite good to get this shortcut, or you know, this safety shrine, because if for some reason, which is not unlikely, the boss manages to destroy us or something, as happened to me in other runs, then if we don't have this shrine, then we have to call back the elevator again, and that is very slow, and we also have to go through more stuff. So, in that case, it is way better to just pick up the shrine. So it's worth to just spend like 10 seconds to get it, just in case. Alright, so yeah, we prepared the Amrita meter to full, so we can activate Yokai Shift. And yeah, right now we're gonna face against Saito Yoshitatsu, which is our evil twin, basically. I'm gonna buff with Purity at the start. I'm gonna wait for a little bit of an opening. Right now he's blocking. Okay, let's go. A little bit more.
not going too well.
Oh, one hit.
Okay. Welcome. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not doing anything that's right.
Okay, now that we remove his key, we can activate Yokai Shift while we grapple.
No!
And yeah, he immediately transitioned. That's so unlucky.
Okay, this might be a restart.
Yeah. You can try to do things, but it's like this phase is really sketchy.
As long as he won't go feral, and I'm.
Honestly, I prefer feral than this. Oh, okay, maybe. The thing is, like right now we don't have the yokai shift, so. Oh, maybe. We can recover from this.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
Oh, we got it. Nice. Okay, insane.
Wow.
That's good.
Where's the ending fart cloud there? Thank you.
Okay, so sadly you didn't get to see the actual normal fight, but you saw a pretty unlikely recovery actually. That fight is really hard to recover from. So yeah, GG's.
Thanks, that was woo. And yeah, if you can recover like your state a bit, like I wouldn't have been able to use shift link. Yeah, yoga shift again. So if I had pressed Alt F4 and quit the game and get the game back, I would have recovered all my stuff I used in the fight.
So this game saves every time that you finish a mission, you enter the blacksmith or exit the blacksmith. Every time that you load after dying, or the game loads after you die, stuff like that. It doesn't save every time that you do something or every time constantly, you know. So you can actually use that in your favor. When things don't go your way, and you say, okay, I'm gonna use like a lot of resources if I don't quit out, you know. So you just quit out and you kind of go back in time, except you lost a lot of time, but you know, at least you keep your resources. Because the last time that you know, the last thing that you did was basically taking the shrine, according to the game. Okay, so this is, as you can see, right now we have 2 slots for the Guardian Spirit, and we're gonna equip it in this mission before the boss. But yeah, basically we're gonna see different kinds of spirit. Right now we have a good yoga shift spirit, which is the Makami. And then once we get we equip the next one, we're gonna get the feral one, which is gonna be Masaru. It's not gonna be the last change that we're gonna do regarding Guardian Spirits, but probably is the more significant one. Okay, so we got this item right here. It's another large Spirit Stone. Spirit Stones come in different sizes. Small Spirit Stones give you 10 Amrita meter. They also give you different kinds of Amrita like experience, which is the experience that you get for leveling up. But honestly, I don't remember how many. We mainly care about the Amrita meter. So here's Mumio. She's gonna give us a Clay Bell of Beckoning. Clay Bell of Beckoning is gonna summon a Scampus, so it's really good. Get a few of them throughout the run, and we're gonna use them in certain key points. We also got a Spiriting Gem is gonna give us 80 Amrita meter. I don't know how long it takes, but it's not suddenly, it's like over time. We'll get some more items right here, mainly some Lantern Plant Fruits. Well, not mainly. Lantern Plant Fruits, that's it. 3 of them. And yeah, now we're gonna start this fight, which is the Tatarimoke fight. It's a bit peculiar. We're gonna start by just waiting for him to do that right there, and take a big chunk of key damage on himself.
Okay.
And also buffing our weapon with purity, because there's some barrels right there that give us purity. So that's pretty useful for us, very convenient. Okay, so now we can use the Yatsunokami, and as you can see, it melts the key bar balls. Now we're gonna wait for the attack of Wake Up, and we'll parry it with the Brute parry. Is different from the Brute counter. And yeah, some more salt, some more grapples. It's kind of hard to comment on everything live because everything happens so fast.
I'm gonna take this for safety.
But yeah, so according to the amount of times that the boss has gone into the dark realm, you can see that when you finish the fight, there's several items and 3 key points. So we can get some extra materials, some extra resources to use on the run, just in case. So yeah, that was Tatarimoke. Anything that you want to comment?
I was thinking, would it be a good time for messages and stuff? If there's a reader.
Yeah, this might be a good time, yeah.
Of course. There's no new donations right now, but I do want to remind everyone what we are doing today. This is Game Over Cancer 2023, benefiting the Canadian Cancer Society. Every donation that you make goes directly to them to support new research and to create new information for early detection. You guys can donate today and put those donations towards new incentives. We do have one more bid war going on, the Mega Man 7 Shade Man OST bid war. Currently, the Ghosts and Ghouls OST is winning right now, but you can absolutely still donate towards the original OST if you want to hear that one during Mega Man 7. There's also a bunch of prizes that you can win right now. If you donate at least $5, you get put into the winning for one of 3 Steam keys, either Resident Evil 4 Remake, Duck Game, or What is Sleeping in My Room, which I'm still very curious about. And then if you donate at least $10, you get put into the running for a custom Game Over Cancer GameCube controller and a Resident Evil 4 Remake key as well. So guys, make sure you get your donations in. You can get into some of those amazing prizes and also put them towards the donation incentives that we have going on right now.
All right, thank you for the messages. So right now we're in the Corpses Over Eyes. I think it was called the level. Ooh, okay. So that's why we we get some anima and also prepare Masaru for this part, because those enemies can just be very tricky on that bridge. And there was some burst attack. I didn't actually explain burst attacks and burst counters. Funny enough, that's one of the main mechanics of this game compared to Nioh 1. So burst attacks are basically the attacks that you see where they are glowing red, and the burst counters is basically you use one anima, and depending on if you have like a Feral Spirit or a Brute Spirit or a Phantom Spirit, which you are not going to see a Phantom, then you're going to have a different kind of counter, but those are able to counter those burst attacks. So those are the burst counters. And you can see right there, that's like the first instance of the animation canceling. Okay. That was a bit unfortunate in the second one, but at least we didn't get hit. I'll explain it in more detail in a moment. So yeah, we basically there's several paths on leveling up, but one of the paths is basically taking profit of the fact that early on the different kinds of stats like stamina, heart, constitution, stuff like that, you get the bigger benefits at the start, and it's not only like just for one weapon or just HP. It also gives you like different kinds of effects. So we kind of spread them out at the start. Yeah, right now we're gonna start with Magarana Otaka, and we're gonna use Yukai Shift quite a lot in this fight, so pay attention to that. Okay, we're going to bait some attack. Now it's good. Okay, with a nerf. Okay, there we go. Now you can use Yatsunokami. Positioning wasn't perfect for the balls, because the Yatsunokami didn't actually bounce. You kind of want to face the boss like against the wall. And now we're gonna counter right there with a flank break. That's the parry for the brute yokai. Shift. And yeah. We basically bully now Taka by grappling, parrying, and regular attacking. Also using some snakes here and there. Okay, so that was slightly unfortunate, but we also have more snake, so it should be fine. There we go. GG's. It's yeah. This fight in the speedrun is basically besides the very start, is just grapple, parry, regular attacks, and snake. That's all you do. Regular attacks for yokai shift, of course. But yeah, that's a pretty fun fight, in my opinion, when you get it down. Okay, so next up is Bird in a Cage. This is the name of the mission. Here you're gonna see, I would say probably the biggest skip that needs animation canceling, I would say. I'll explain animation canceling, I guess. So animation canceling is basically like when you open a door, when you trigger a lever, stuff like that, certain interactions, you can actually attack before you interact with it. And while you're interacting with it, you key pulse, and the key pulse just basically cancels the animation of you doing it, but it still happens. So we're going to take profit of that for this next part. Also, this next boss is one of the toughest, I would say, in the whole round. It's pretty tricky. It has a mechanic of like basically auto-parrying anything that you do. You can just sit there and wait for you to attack. So you know, it's slightly annoying with that, but it's also a pretty cool boss. But yeah, as you can see right here, we're gonna go through some breaches. We went through the first one. Okay, yeah, that was unfortunate with the positioning of the enemies. It's okay.
We're gonna get over that barrier.
Yeah, the what was it like? What was it called to that enemy? Like the Namahage? Yeah, Namahage. The Namahage is actually pretty concerning as an enemy. It's not very comfy to.
And I lost all my souls. Yeah, those spirits rather. Well. Damn.
It's okay. When was the last time that you that you leveled up?
I think in Naotaka, so I didn't lose that much.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Naotaka, the previous stage. It's yeah. I was calling Maggara, so I don't know.
Okay, so now we cancel the animation, and right now he's going for the safety part. You can do it faster, but for a marathon's sake, it's more comfy to just do this. Yeah, you didn't get to open. It's okay, it happens. But yeah, right now we can do it again here, and since we canceled the animation, we're not stuck on the lever, so we can just hop on the bridge before it moves. And yeah, that's a pretty cool skip. Now, Azai Nagamasa. We start up with buffing right at the very start of the fight as soon as possible, and we block the first attack. And then after that, as you can see, he just blocked that. Ooh, watch out. Okay, now the key is pretty much set up, so we can just do cover on earth. Jatsu no Kami, there we go, that's really good. Now we can grapple. Good. Now he's gonna transition into that phase. And now we're gonna position ourselves in order to... Ooh, okay, that was a bit unfortunate. So it's quite a tricky burst counter to get. Yeah. So the feral counter works by taking your analog input, and basically the analog input is gonna, or the joystick input is gonna tell you, or tell the game where you're gonna go. Yeah, and you want to collide with a burst attack in order to counter. So now, unfortunately, we don't have any more PDT buffs. But he's also pretty low on key. Okay, that's good.
Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. So we were meant to buff with the lightning, but he accidentally buffed with water. It's okay. He's almost done.
Can I actually?
Okay.
Fight with? No, apparently not. But
Yeah, that was a bit too YOLO. Oh, then. Okay, so this game, GG's by the way. This game has a particular mechanic where some bosses in different missions can give you their secret skills. I'm particularly not a fan of this mechanic because it's just random and you have to farm the skills, and for me it's like not nice to farm skills compared to like equipment, for example. But yeah, we were quote unquote lucky because that was actually pretty unlucky in terms of time, because it's a time waste in the speedrun. But if that was like a casual playthrough, that was lucky to get the through and through skill for the sword. But yeah, now we're into the 4th region, I think.
I don't think I got an axe. I'm gonna.
Yeah, so now we're gonna get a pickaxe. I think it's like 5 times. Yeah, there we go. So basically, like the fastest.
In a bit.
If not, that's
wait a little bit, because now we are gonna explain a little bit here.
Yeah, go for it. No worries.
We were actually testing like 2 days ago. I was actually testing this with JP, because there's an enemy that we have to be very careful about in order to open a door, and that enemy has different kinds of patterns and depending on the pattern, then you're gonna use, you're gonna do one thing or another in order to go through the door. So that enemy can just pop a cannon, and you would say, oh, damn, a cannon, that's dangerous. No, that's actually exactly what you want. That's exactly the safest thing. He can also throw a bomb. That's the second safest. And then he can also that enemy can also do several kinds of melee attacks. Depending on the different attack, you can do something different as well. But yeah, let's see what happens here. So yeah, okay, that was lucky. We got the cannon, and we can just open this. That was really good. So the other RNG that you can get is like that enemy also taking a pill. And I was trying to get that enemy to go for the pill for half an hour, because it just wasn't happening. Just to kind of like think, okay, let's just think about everything that can happen in the run. Let's see what happens if you find a pill. And if the enemy gets a pill, that's one of the worst RNGs. You have to kind of bait cannon attack, and then you can try to go for the door, and even then it's not safe. So yeah, and then if you could see like the bomb, for example, with the bomb you can do animation cancel, which in situations of stress is not great to do, but you can actually do it, and that would make it able for you to go through. But yeah, okay, good.
Ooh.
Now we're gonna prep for our Psycha fight. We're gonna use Lumicide Crystal right here to get all the Amrita meter filled up. There we go. We switch to Makami. Do you use Makami here, or you use Shiro?
Yeah, I use it. Oh, actually, yeah. That's
Okay.
fine. I always.
Okay.
I usually swapped it earlier, then I turned to swapping it later, and now I'm swapping it to here.
Yeah, it's alright. So yeah, Shirohami has a property of making Yatsu no Kami apply poison if you meet the requirements for it, the stat requirements for it. And also makes you do more damage to poisoned enemies. So that's a pretty good combo that we're going to use in several fights, including this one. Although in this one, not necessarily, because it doesn't always happen that you debuff with poison the boss. But yeah, the pickups, the pickaxe that we have right now are basically our backup axe to get. It's a pretty okay. It's a pretty nice weapon to have here if we don't get any good axe drops. But yeah, we buff with water and we do some high stance strong attack.
What?
He's also okay. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That kind of whiffed. He moved in a weird way. Okay, ooh, almost. Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I was on the wrong menu. Okay.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be too bad though. I usually add more red spider lilies than I used, so I hope it's not gonna mess anything up. But yeah. That.
It's okay. We can try again. I was gonna mention when we're doing certain actions, like after attacking, like on high stance strong attack, for example. One of the good things to do is to like switch to low after the key pulls, for example, just to get that key recovery. As you can see, we're recovering more key when we do that, so that means that we're gonna be able to attack more often.
Oh god.
If we were to just regular key pulls, we would not be able to attack as often. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate again.
Yeah.
This is a pretty tough fight. Like it's not very comfy. I don't remember. Do you have Titanic Strength at this point?
Yeah, I do.
In your row?
I usually Titanic Strength doesn't have as long reach as Strong Attack, so I rarely use it because it feels like this guy's bouncing around like a bad Sonic knockoff.
Yeah, for me personally, I feel like Titanic Strength is a bit better because it just kind of allows you to combo between high and low more often.
What are you doing? Calm down!
Okay, so now he did some low stance attacks just to build up that water. It's really good. So now we're gonna try to break his key right there again. Grapple, and now he's just gonna die. GG's. So yeah, it's a pretty sketchy fight when he just doesn't stop teleporting.
Yeah. This doing.
So now we're gonna use the travel amulet to teleport to the shrine. This is faster. And yeah, there's another boss fight here. And I guess after this fight we're gonna have some time for reading donations. But yeah, in this fight we're gonna fight against Gyuki. It's a fight that normally you always want to use lock-on, but for this fight, for the most part, you kind of don't want to do that because this boss has like multiple lock-on spots, and if you use a lock-on system, then you're gonna just be jumping in between the lock-on spots, and it's not gonna be very comfy. So we grapple, and we rebuff. Now with lightning.
What you gonna do? Too close to them.
Oh yeah, that was
You get crushed. You actually
you don't go for the Yatsu no Kami after the grab?
I think I forgot to go after that. I think I went before. I don't know if I had Yatsu no Kami ready.
Yeah, if you have like by the time you grapple Gyuki, by the time you grapple Gyuki, you have like 5.5. You should have enough.
Oh god! Cinder swipe.
Yatsu no Kami. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's it's a funny name that I give to this boss, which is the Tinder Lord. He likes to swipe left and right a lot. Master the arts of swiping on Tinder. Okay, so yeah. Oh, okay, that was unfortunate. That timing on that jump.
A lot of jumping now. What the hell?
Yeah, he looks more like a frog than a.
Now that you mentioned it, I kinda see it.
Okay, Heaven on Earth. Yeah, Tsunakami, perfect. I think. Yeah, that's not enough. Oh, it is enough. Okay.
And I kept on for another Yatsu while the defense was down, but I forgot.
Oof.
Oh no! Oh god!
Oof. Okay, Yatsunakami to the rescue. The snake.
The snake. Maybe.
Okay.
I should be able to
I
finish
think
the fight.
with just another. Yeah, I think this is enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna grapple to finish the fight. Some fights need that finisher. We're gonna get passes to the afterlife for more grapple damage, and we get some more passives on the shifling skill tree. We don't want to take this soul core because that's just gonna make it so this NPC dialogue gets delayed, so it's just going to be making things slower. But yeah, overall, you want to kind of take the soul cores to get that proficiency on the shifling skill tree. But yeah, before we move on to the next mission and we talk about that, we have some time.
All right. The World Reaper donated $10, saying, I love the runs of JP and the good spirit you guys put into this event. Thank you so much for that donation. Remember, guys, we're raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society today. Every donation is going to go towards them for more research and information for preventive measures. So make sure you guys get your donations in, put them towards the incentives, and get included in those awesome prize giveaways.
Thank you. All right, so now we're in the mission that I forgot the name of, but everything is on fire. This is the Honnoji Temple, basically where Nobunaga died. I didn't mention anything regarding lore up until now, but too busy explaining game mechanics and strats. Now we're gonna get a campus, and now besides giving us anima, it's also has like a pretty good weird property which allows us to just go through the blue fire. Don't ask me why. Just when you have a cat with you, for some reason you can just walk on the blue fire and nothing is gonna happen. Don't try it in real life, by the way. It's only in this game.
Yeah, definitely don't. Not that I have, but I doubt it will work like that.
But yeah, it's I don't know what's the lore behind it. If it's like some weird property that just happens to be there for some random reason. I don't know if it was an oversight. I don't think it was an oversight. But
spiritual
yeah,
something.
It just works. Normally with the regular fire, you just have to use like water to go through, and it will just like remove that water bath, so to speak, like a soaked bath on you. But yeah, here you just have the cat and it works. And as you can see, right before the cat runs out, we go through the last door with blue fire. And yeah, we're gonna see a pretty fun strat here with Kasha. There's a strat called Kasha Loop. You can do this at home if you want, if you have the in the game. But yeah, basically we're gonna reduce her ki to 0 if she is not thing to play for. There we go, some Yatsu no Kami. There we go. Now we're gonna pop Yokai Shape by grappling. And we're gonna slap her, and she's gonna fall again. We're gonna do a couple of attacks, grapple again, slap her again, do a couple of attacks, and grapple again. That's the Kasha loop. You can do that all day. If you have like one attack, you can do it all day. So yeah, pretty good. Remember to change to the feral. There we go. It's gonna make the menu faster right now. So yeah, Kasha, apart from being a funny boss fight in the speedrun, it's actually a really good soul core equipment. Or not? I guess you do when you.
Oh yeah, I could have put it on Yatsu. Yeah, I could have put it on Yatsu, right? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
Oops. We're gonna go with what I usually go with. Not knowing what I'm doing, but yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Also, I have to check the sword. I might not be using sword that much, but there are a couple of occasions where I want to have my sword checked out. This is one of those instances.
You also have good access.
I'm gonna, yeah, actually I got the armor crusher axe, I think, from the fight, so I'm gonna take.
So yeah, like I mentioned before, like you want to keep track of the axes, especially. So the sword, we're gonna be using a pretty strong sword right now for this, so it shouldn't be problematic. But yeah, we're gonna break this crystal that is in the way by just dropping into it and doing.
Oh god! Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
sword
was that like the
cannon?
That was the cannon, right?
Yeah, that was a
That was
cannon.
a cannon.
Yeah, that really happens. I don't want to actually lose everything now, so I probably.
Yeah, Summoner's Candle summons your spirit back. You can actually, I think you're like in a little bit of damage. You can actually use, Masaru has a property where if you absorb Amrita, for a little bit it gives you a bit of extra attack.
Does it last long? Can I
Yeah.
use it before the ladder or?
Yeah, after the ladder, like when you are on top, like, you know. So it should last for long enough, and it should give you enough attack to just kill it before they can hit you.
Oh!
There we go. Just
enough.
Yeah, like, okay, for anyone who doesn't know, I've been running this game for a long time. I'm in a break right now, although I want to kind of go back to it soon-ish. But yeah, I've been running this a long time. So now he's equipping the Yatagarasu set. I think the headgear, you got it on the cycle.
I had enough.
Yeah, Yatagarasu. And you're missing a little bit of stats.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just gonna get to that like next time. It's okay. It gives us a little bit more extra damage when you have like 11 Constitution and 12 skill.
But we talk about Odachi guys, the big sword guys, who are always wonderful and fun.
Oh yeah. The Odachi guys are basically the most concerning guys to go past by. They have relatively fast attack and also with a lot of range and damage. So yeah, they can kill you pretty fast if they feel like it.
Definitely if they feel like it.
Yeah. It also has a little bit to do with how your dash cycle is like. You know, sometimes you're in a better spot for dodging others, but yeah.
And if I'm
Next
low
up
key,
is
go ahead.
Ryumen Sukuna. I don't know if you do the bow strats or not.
I'm doing something. Let's see what I do. Oh god, I have wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so Ryomen Sukuna is gonna be another yokai ability that we're gonna use, but first we're gonna beat him into submission, so to speak, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So you can see right there, he got debuff with poison while he was getting demolished by the snake. So we did more damage with that grapple. Now he's debuffed with poison again, but we lost the yokai ability. But we should be alright with. Yeah, there we go. The snake is just strong. It's very, very strong. With the debuff from Maeda clan on grappling and that poison, he was very, very weak at that point. Yeah.
Finish the fight.
Yeah, that's the end of the 4th region out of 7. And next up, we're gonna start introducing. I don't know if you do the strat on Mataza or not. You know, the weapon switch strat.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay, so we're gonna implement a little bit of extra mechanics, so to speak. We just got the Ryomen Sukuna axe, and the Ryomen Sukuna axe is an axe that gives you. Well, it doesn't give you. It has an inherent corruption build-up to it. There's more to it, but I'm just gonna explain the first thing first. Basically, it's gonna make it so if you use the weapon when you don't have a buff on it, it's gonna apply corruption instead of just nothing or another element. And we can actually make use of that. So the plan is to fight Mataza, which is going to be the next boss. And at the start we're going to buff with water. But then when we set up the fight so he is like debuff with water and also out of key, before grappling we're going to switch back to the sword and again to the axe just to get rid of that water buff. And then we're gonna grapple, and that means that we're gonna debuff him with corruption, so he's gonna get confusion. And after that, basically the fight becomes much faster and more consistent, because he just recovers less ki, he takes less damage. Hopefully you're gonna see that right now. Good luck.
Thanks. Okay, Link, let's go. Also likes to jump around.
Okay, this is... Wow, that was super unfortunate. It's okay, we got the shortcut. It's a very fast shortcut to get. So we're gonna be back in less than 20 seconds. But yeah, he was using Titanic Strength. Titanic Strength is very useful against this guy because besides as an Agamasa, you cannot actually parry Titanic Strength. Or maybe there's some other ones, but you know, Mataza cannot parry Titanic Strength. So it's very good for keeping him stun locked, so to speak. Not truly stun locked because he just kind of does whatever he wants, but he at least cannot parry us, so we can be more aggressive. Okay, he's almost set up. Not quite, but there we go. Oh, you got flashed. Yeah, you. Okay,
yeah, I am flashed.
So I'm gonna explain what happened. Yeah. So what happened there is that he was trying to do the strat, but there's also like another skill that we're gonna use later in the round, which is very useful. That part of the round. But if you keep pulse and switch weapon fast enough, you're gonna do a flash attack, which means you're gonna attack with the weapon that you're gonna switch to. So yeah, that's what happened. It's a different setup because with this one you kind of want to just switch, not like people switch. But yeah, GG's, good recovery.
Yeah, that's a very short fight if done right, but yeah, if things go haywire, it can turn into an endurance match, which is...
Now, I don't know if you have like
Hammer.
a hammer. 11 constitution, 12 skill. No?
Oh yeah, nice.
It's okay.
It's okay, still, armor crusher, axe. It's a polarizing hammer, is it? Well, let's see.
Okay, that's good enough. So we're gonna switch to the hammer right now. It is not the most optimal for going fast, but for a marathon, in this fight, the axe is like not very comfy to go for. With the hammer, you actually do more key damage in trade-off of doing less damage. But by doing more key damage, we're gonna be able to do the strat way more safely. So now he's gonna wait for the... There we go. Now we can continue with the strat. But yeah, basically the idea is that whenever he transitions back-to-back phases, we're gonna be using Heaven and Earth to get him out of it. You know, basically like get rid of his key. And then, you know, just keep grappling him. So using the snake with Shirohami to poison as well. I want to buff him. Yeah. I think now you can buff with water to... Oh, actually, not even that.
Probably.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah. Yeah, basically, like if he had like more HP with the water, he would have like gotten confused. So more damage. Yeah. GG.
Thanks. That was a safe way to do it, but this fight can also be a pain if you don't get it blocked.
The big amount of key damage that he was doing with the axe, you don't do as much. Later on, it kind of gets more consistent because the max key is capped, but early on the fight with the axe is just pretty tight and not quite consistent with the key damage. I don't know if you go for the accessory on the map thing.
Probably not. No, I didn't feel comfortable with it yet. So
yeah, we're gonna switch back to the axe. Does more damage. Next up is Tokichiro. Tokichiro has been our friend throughout this journey. We found it on the very start of the game after defeating Mizuki. But now he has turned his back against us, sadly. I'm guessing you... do you switch to Nekomata in this one?
I actually forgot to do it in previous one, yeah. I'm gonna have to do it now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a spot that is kind of concerning because there's a lot of enemies.
Nah.
And there's a cannonball. Yeah.
That grapple, yeah. That's has
There's
never
several
happened.
setups. There's several setups for this quote-unquote door. It's not a door. It's kind of like just going through that. But yeah, it's pretty finicky. You don't have a lot of time to get past. Normally, to play it safe, you want to bait the cannonball, which is what he did. But then, you know, the pattern that the yokai enemy did was not ideal either. That yokai has a very, very fast grab, and it's also a one-shot. So,
Oh!
yeah.
Also, I had already popped my spirit stone, so I kinda have my shift link locked to that. I don't know what happens if I die here. I might try to actually.
I'm gonna try to find out.
Yeah. Ooh.
Alright. We're safe.
I have to do that super safe. I am not improvising too much.
So yeah, remember 11 Constitution, 12 skill if you get enough, and also like the Nekomata.
And the 12 skill.
Yeah, there we go. So now we get the full benefit. Is the last one? Should be the last one. Now we get the full benefit of the set of Yatagarasu set. So we're gonna do a little bit more damage. But yeah, in this fight, we're gonna be using Yokai Shift again. That's why we have Amrita meter to full. We're gonna start the same way that we started with Imagawa, which is by shooting him in the head, final blow, and then we're gonna keep attacking him, just keep him occupied, get rid of that key. There we go, and now we can Yokai Shift grapple, and we can do a strong attack. He's gonna... Oh. Okay, so the strong attack basically knocks him over. I don't know what happened there, because I feel like...
did you I missed that, come on! Oh, lucky.
Okay.
I'm missing everything now. Okay.
It's okay. You should have enough for this. Some Titanic strength should be enough. Okay, there we go. Easy. 5 times strong attack into burst counter also works.
What happened there? I kept missing.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like after the strong attack that you did you drop like an input or something?
Probably.
Because it's like you were like not doing nothing. Like I don't know what happened there. Normally you're supposed to like do a strong attack, and then after that one you do like a broad counter to kind of knock him down completely, or like a regular attack maybe if you have time as well, or like a Yatsunokami. You have different options. But yeah, I guess he dropped an input right there or something. Okay, so now this is everyone's favorite mission from the main game. Followed by, well, which has the favorite boss of everyone in the entire community, of course. Yeah, we're talking about Hachisuka Koroku. We're gonna get some items right here as well, for just in case we run out of items. There's also some arrows here. We're gonna be useful.
Also, this guy's gonna kill me, probably. Oh.
Okay, this should be safe enough for Kasha. Go, Kasha should deal with that crystal. There we go. And now that crystal being broken means that we have access to the boss. And as I explained, was Hachisuka Koroku. The main property of this boss is not being consistent at all. I have tried many different kinds of strats, and with different kinds of rates of success, but none of them were approaching like 90%. They were more like 50%. So yeah, he is not a nice boss.
So he has like a turtle shell in the back. It feels like I have no idea how his hyper armor works, but sometimes hitting him in the face works, and sometimes it does not.
Yeah, basically that's the idea behind it. Behind this boss being inconsistent. Depending on what you do and what he does, which is changing every second, or not even every second, every 10th of a second, then you can get very different results. You can hit him in the spot that you really want, but he's doing like something weird, and then he doesn't get knocked over, like nothing breaks or anything. And sometimes you feel like you just did like a bad attack, and then suddenly he's just like standing there on the floor, or it's just weird. The good thing about this boss though is that he is very weak to fire. So yeah, that's the saving grace of this boss fight. But yeah, then we have the shenanigans as well.
I was going way too heavy on the attacks, I think.
Okay.
And-
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut up a little bit, and I'm gonna try to make you able to focus more and see what happens. Okay.
We can have the next fight. After that, if I still fail, you can keep on explaining. We can also, if there are questions in chat or anything, discuss those.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea. I'll leave JP to focus more. Oh, no, that's the canon. This game is so troll. But yeah, while he is focusing more and hopefully not being unlucky, Chad, do you have any questions, any doubts about the run, about the game mechanics, something like that, something that I might have not mentioned? Let me know, and I'll discuss it after this fight.
Don't you? Okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
scared me. It's Halloween. Ah, no. I am not gonna run into you again. I'll fire you away. And I...
Nice.
Ooh,
Jeez.
thanks.
Okay.
We can continue.
So,
Woo.
yeah. I guess everything is clear because no one asked anything.
Nice.
So, you saw like near the beginning of the fight, he got grabbed by that attack. That attack has a lot of lingering hitbox, more than you would think it would be normal. So yeah, he got slightly unfortunate, just like, I don't know, like a couple of frames maybe too early into the hitbox. And yeah, he got grabbed. But thankfully, we had enough HP, so he could survive. And by the way, that was a skip. The boss broke the barrier, so we don't have to go around. We don't have to kill like an enemy that was on the way. And yeah, we're gonna be using the yokai shift, not yokai shift, the fatal counter right here to go through this boulders.
Too early, I think.
Except the last one. Yeah, too early. I think it's safer to the left, honestly.
Okay. And also, I'm gonna have to run from the beginning again, but
Yeah, I didn't take the safety shrine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm gonna take it now because if that's gonna happen again, then it's gonna happen again. This
Yeah.
stage has already been my fan favorite already.
I mean, what's
I'm
gonna
sure-
happen is that
Yeah.
Oof. What's gonna happen is that you're gonna take it and then you're not gonna die. But you know, better to take it and not die than
Don't
not take it and die. So yeah.
love have that guy just standing behind me like, when you've opened the door, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we can do it again, except we don't have the. Oh yeah, I didn't explain the kasha buff. Okay. So when you have the guardian spirit active, oof, that was
Not
sketchy.
fun. Oh,
That was
that was not fun.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I
I guess I'll
died. So.
explain now. Yeah. That was worth it. Okay, Okay, so when you have the spirit, you can never mind. When you have the guardian spirit on, and you also have Kasha, every time that you gather Amrita, you actually get a speed buff, so that allows us to go faster, which is pretty good. And besides that, Kasha just allows us to apply fire really efficiently. Has some stagger damage. It has some damage as well. It's really good. The only bad thing about the Kasha yokai ability is that it's a bit slow, but besides that, it's really good. Alright, so we're taking this safety shrine, and next up is Daidara Bochi. Okay, we're getting Relentless for more key, and we also get Mad Spinner 2, which is going to be very useful here. So now on mid stands and on low stands we have Mad Spinner, and on high stands we have Rumbling Earth. I didn't explain Rumbling Earth, but we'll explain it in a moment. And yeah, this boss is weak to fire, and the main mechanic of this boss fight is just breaking these fingers to stagger him, and then you just go to his head and do big damage with the grapple. And our main strat is to use Yatsu no Kami and Kasha, depending on the situation, to kind of like do all the damage on the fingers and on the boss. When he knock I cannot speak. When you knock him out with the fingers, he actually takes more elemental damage, but it's pretty finicky to set up. But yeah, now he's done for. Now we're gonna switch to the. Actually, I think you switch back to the other one. It's okay. We're gonna grapple. We're gonna get some skill point proficiency with the sword while we grapple for the finisher.
I think we got go.
And yeah, that's the end of this region. We're moving to the 6th region, which is the second to last region. And in the game, we are actually dead. Remember where I said at the beginning of the run? This is the place that you go when you die? Yes. It's like the middle ground, like between the afterlife and the life. Oh no. But yeah, we talk with our dead mother, and we proceed to the next location, which is my favorite location. Remember to pick up the Scampus.
Thank you. That's a good reminder. I already forgot.
Yeah, the Claybell of Beckoning. And yeah, this mission has a pretty cool skip at the start. You're gonna see it in a moment. But it's like a temple underwater. Really cool location. Beyond in. We're using the Inspiriting Gem to build up our Amrita meter while we go around the place, because we're going to be using that yokai shift as part of the skip. It is not strictly necessary for the skip, but without it, it is much sketchier to do, especially if you have not very high HP, which we don't have. Like, yeah. You would need more HP in order to be confident with this skip. And even then, you would still need to be very precise with how you execute it. So, in general, it's just not worthwhile to go for it without the yokai shift. it also sets up like the next part really nicely. Oh, yeah. No, it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, you kind of whiffed it to the right a little bit. You were barely off it, I think.
Like the safety for it. We might actually go for a couple of times because I'm not feeling confident with that safer one. That way.
Yeah, it's okay. Remember that you can, if you're not feeling like the setup exactly, you can approach it with a counter as well.
I do it actually like that. Let's go.
Okay, so he counters and then he dodges off.
Oh
So
no!
that skips all of them. That's so unlucky, bro.
Actually, do I have to alt F4 now?
You don't have to, but I would recommend it.
I hope.
Okay, so hopefully you were not too slow there because
We'll see. I saw the icon, but
yeah, I saw that as well. But yeah, if he was fast enough. Also, remember that you have to stream again to Discord.
oh yeah, that's good point.
So yeah, if he was fast enough, and then we would get all the materials again, all the resources and stuff, and we would not need to use more items. So,
Come on. Dagnabbit. Also, I have a bug where, whatever. I'm gonna have to alt F4 again.
Oh, you have a bug?
Yeah, it's sometimes when I start the game, it's always using the weapon or bow. No matter what I do, I can't.
That's weird. I don't. When I played on PC, I don't remember that happening.
I have had it a couple of times. I don't know what triggers it, so yeah.
I don't think you have another summoning, like a summoner's candle, right? I don't think.
I don't think. Yeah. Where do you get those? Do you get those from Tatarimokke? If you get the extra.
Remember to stream again, by the way.
Oh yeah.
If not, then you can just call it back. I think you have enough materials, like enough resources to do it again. If not, I think we can try it again. And if not, then
probably
we can just
go
away.
I have to do it like that. Let's see if I can play the game again.
Yeah, hopefully that bug won't happen again.
You can see the game now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, I can play the game. What I have.
Okay, I don't know if you have it or not.
Nope.
No, you don't. You would have to call it back then.
Maybe I have enough. Let's risk it a little bit for the biscuit.
Yep.
2 spirit stones, 1 large.
4 spirit stones.
Oh, yeah, it's actually 25, yeah. Let's see. Now, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna have to be alt F4ing like crazy.
Okay, let's see.
And I like that attack
There
way
we-
more.
Okay. So now this part is also a bit dangerous. There we go, Kasha. Kasha should do enough damage.
It should,
There
but
we go. Just-
was
Yeah,
dodging.
Kasha
Oh, God, no.
sometimes betrays our expectations a little bit, but it's fine. Okay, we went past it. So yeah, we skipped like, I don't know, 20 seconds of going around, something like that. Obviously, we lost more time because of complications, but yeah.
Happens.
If that was first try, I would have saved 20 seconds or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can go underwater for a brief moment.
Two are kind of tricky. You have to bait the big guy to hit you, and the one on top of the ladders is throwing bombs, so you have to bait him to throw the bomb before you can climb.
Yeah, you have to kind of time the bait of the attack with on the big dweller, and you know, with the bomb, because if you take too long, then he's just gonna throw another bomb.
Okay, I think I got it.
Oh no! Oh, okay. Oof. I thought you got the glitch, because you can actually glitch it sometimes.
Wow!
I think you were very close to that.
Why?
Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes with this particular interaction, you can cancel the animation in a way that it doesn't actually do it, but it also prevents you from doing the animation again. So yeah.
You have to. Can you like die and it will come back, or is it like a restart of the game required, or how do you get out of that? That sounds scary.
Yeah, I think if you just go back to the shrine or you die, I think it solves itself. But yeah, it's pretty annoying. Okay, so now I don't know if you go for this campus or not.
Yes, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna use 2 large spirit stones and clay bell of beckoning. We're gonna be using obviously the yokai shift, and also we're gonna be using the cat force setup. It's gonna help us both with the yokai abilities, you know, with the anima, and with the key damage on the boss.
I don't like this
Hopefully
attack.
it won't be throwing too much. Ooh. Okay, the hair attack is one of the dangerous ones, I would say. Okay, we're almost set up. There we go. We can do some Ryomen Sukuna. Now he's confused, and we can continue attacking. Now we also apply corruption, so we we refresh the debuff. And now
A little bit early.
we're gonna just keep wailing on him, just dumping everything on him.
Actually, this is.
Whatever in Sukuna.
Oh, no!
No!
That was a mistake.
Okay. Yeah. Remember what I was saying about the bad thing about Kasha? Exactly that.
I
Kasha
fat
has a very
fingered.
long animation.
I was
And
gonna.
if yeah. If you, yeah, go ahead.
I have done this without shifting usually, so let's see if I can do it. Because now I have no more resources probably to pull for this. And we lost the cat.
You shouldn't
I forgot
use
to.
anymore.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to improvise anyway, in a sense. Because I usually went just with Kasha and having the extra dodge. You like to go your merry way.
Okay.
How am I?
You can switch to the other one too for the setup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am taking a little bit risky. Oh, it's pretty slow.
Yeah, sometimes they drop resources.
Can I apply one with you now?
Ooh, that was so close.
Once again, I'm going. Stupid. With me. I don't know what I'm doing, where I am, why I am. But this fight is going horribly.
It's okay.
Oh! Wow! I have. Oh god, oh god. No.
Oh,
Too bad.
yeah, that was a bit of a panic situation.
Yeah. If I'm not gonna get it in a couple of tries, I might try to loading a save. We still have some time, but there is still some game left. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Oh no, I didn't manage to. I might actually also go for the sacrifice now because I'm running out of elixirs. Can at least try to have a bit more endurance.
Oh, I mean, you have equipped the bow already, right?
What?
Like, you have already equipped the bow, right?
I have a bow, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, his
wrong one.
transition.
Wrong one. Oh!
Yep. Yeah, that that attack is
That's
kind
bad.
of tricky to dodge.
I might actually change for a little bit more defense. I don't know if it's gonna do much. That's how I usually deal with this. Then I'm gonna. Do this. I'm gonna be sacrificing some of my items to get some divine rice to top up my elixirs. So now I have 8 instead of the regular 3. You can't run out of those. I think in like some games you can run out of these, but in this one you always have 3, right? No matter what you do.
Yeah, you always have 3 at minimum. A maximum is 11. But then when you restart, if you have like all the Kodamas, then you can have like 8 of minimum, I think. But you know, obviously we don't have time for that.
Yeah. Can I? Oh.
Okay.
Oh. And I managed to.
That was close.
Yeah. Funny thing is that I fought this so many times I can do a shifting again. Ah, I missed it. Oh, I got it.
Okay, nice parry.
I don't.
Okay,
Oh, thanks. That was horrible.
we survived.
We
So,
survived somehow. Oof.
Okay, so we got Shoot and Dodgy Club, which is always gonna be a drop in this fight. And it's gonna be our bare minimum weapon to finish the run, so to speak. That means if we are unlucky and we don't get any more, that is still gonna be good enough for us to not consider getting any others. Like it's good enough to finish the fight, the final fight. But you know, if we get something else, then that's even better.
Hey.
Now we are in a mission where we're gonna fight different bosses that we have fought before. There's a total of 4 boss fights, but before the final fight. But we're gonna only fight 3 of them because the other one is optional. And yeah, we're gonna fight the Nendra, Yatsunokami, and Kasha. And that's very fortunate for us in terms of Yatsunokami and Kasha, because we're actually gonna benefit from their soul cores. Yeah,
What's
3
this
is
small
good.
kid?
3 is good. 3 Spirit Stones is good.
Okay, let's see. Doggo. Okay, Doggo was nice.
Remember to prep the purity.
Oh,
Alright. So yeah. And Enra goes first. It's okay. Tends to happen, like he starts very aggressive. More Heaven Earth, he's almost set up. Almost for the Yatsunokami. There we go. And now we can do Yokai Shift Grapple. Strong attack charged. Ryumen Suguna to debuff with water. Yatsunokami. And we finish the fight. That was pretty nice.
that was nice. I take the soul core here.
We take the soul core in order to get back our anima. And we move on to the next one, which is the Yatsunokami. We're gonna need to break this crystal right here. Spinner really well.
Come on, break. Oof.
There's a safety runner here, just in case. And yeah, with Yatsunokami, we're gonna take full profit of properties of everything that we have, basically. We have Good Axe, we have Kasha, we have Purity Talisman, we have Yatsunokami, you'll see. So we're gonna bait that attack by buffing right at the start. And we're gonna do Heaven on Earth, and then just do another one after baiting that attack. Now I can use Kasha, and now he's confused, so therefore he takes a lot of damage. And now we can grapple. And we continue the party. Kasha is gonna stun it.
Grapple.
Slightly haywire going
Yeah.
in this fight.
Oh
Okay,
god.
we only need to get in there right now. Should be good. Yeah, yeah, we're good. Okay, not the smoothest second part, but we got it. Yatsunokami Soul Core, not only for the anima, but also to improve our Soul Core, or rather, like change it for a better one, which is this one. And yeah, next up is Kasha. So we're gonna be able to do the Kasha loop once again. Get this safety shrine. Well, it's not safety really, because you kind of need the resources for this next fight, but yeah.
Okay. I lost my impulse completely.
It's okay, it's almost set up. Ooh. It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, fine.
Boss. Okay, so now we Yokai grapple. Slap her face. 1, 2, equals. Grapple. Fight is over.
No axes, only hammers.
Only hammers then. Yeah, right now we don't really care about hammers. We only want axes. It's fine. Like I said, this club, the shoot and dodge club, is good enough for the end of the game. We still have more chances to get more access, but we don't really need it. It's just more convenient.
Oh yeah, the soul core. No.
Yeah, so you can also change to Makami. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Necromata. Yeah.
We improved the ones we had with the better ones. I think.
Yeah.
Golden.
So yeah, the improvement is actually very noticeable, especially with Yatsunokami, I would say.
Take this very carefully.
Snake to break
Oh,
the crystal
God.
as well. Yeah. I don't know why, but the snake didn't do a lot of damage on the first one.
Do I have the right snake?
Yeah. You should have the right one. Like I saw you put it, and it should be the right one. I don't know. I think it just whiffed or something. Okay, so yeah, watch out for the lasers. That's basically the description of this fight.
Watch out for the everything shooting at you while you're trying to hit a bunch of eyes. And yeah, this boss fight is a house. Known as a lady.
Yeah. It's a housewife.
But too much.
Anyways, yeah, that was bad. Anyways, so basically what we do right here is we do Ramen Earth into a flash attack, like I mentioned before, and that depletes the key of each head, or each tentacle, I guess, or each eye, or each mouth. I don't know,
Oh,
it's
God.
everything but nothing at the same time. Ooh, okay. Of all the debuffs, the one that you really don't want to see on your character, especially when you're doing a speedrun, is the lightning debuff. It makes everything just way worse. Okay, so second phase. Now we are not gonna need the flash attack because they have less ki, or will do more ki damage, I don't know. Tomato. And yeah, the good thing about this phase, besides that, is that we also have more anima recovery on the Dark Realm. In exchange for having less ki recovery, you recover more anima. So that's just gonna help our DPS a lot. There we go, only one left.
I'm gonna fade it out this safe. And you not. Trying to fight here.
Okay, GG's. That's the end of it, because now we're gonna just destroy the eye with the snake. And yeah, another grapple to end, which gives us a little bit of time to do some menu, get some more passives. Special finesse focus for the damage. Also get more, like basically those. The last one that he got.
We got an axe, nice.
Nice. I mean, Mahitotsu is the axe that you want to see. So yeah, now we're proceeding to the last mission of this region, and after that we're gonna proceed to the last region. So yeah, like the special finesse that he got basically buffs the yokai ability damage after doing a burst counter, and the one before that in the tree burst our key recovery, or basically like it recovers a lot of key. I think it's like 64% key, sorry, when you burst counter. So it's gonna make us able to punish more efficiently after doing a burst counter. This is not as important as more key recovery on Dark Realm, but really good.
I have it.
All right.
Set up
So
some.
now we have all the equipment set up. We don't need anything else. We didn't need anything else, but we don't benefit from anything else basically, unless for some reason we get an even better axe now, which I doubt. But yeah, now we're gonna get this key right here next to this Magatsu warrior. Sambo in key. And yeah, there's a special kind of bug that they never actually patch, but it's not common. So if, for whatever reason, you're unlucky enough to break this rock and then shortly after you die, which it didn't happen, thankfully, we would have to kind of reset the level because that would compromise the strats on the boss fights by a huge amount. Basically, the strats on these next boss fights, maybe not for the first one as much, but for the second one, are heavily reliant on the scampuses. And those scampuses will not appear if you die shortly after breaking that rock. So yeah, definitely thankful that we don't die after that.
Yeah.
Take this shrine, which is gonna be the last shrine for this mission.
Gonna level out, it probably won't matter too much, but
Yeah, it's okay. Like, you lost quite a bit of experience anyways, so I guess, you know, just for safety measures.
definitely. You didn't take fall damage there, but you usually do.
Oh yeah. Like, this game has fall damage, is, I would say, relatively generous, but in certain, it's like that fall right there, you don't really take any damage from the fall, which is pretty nice. So yeah, we got Scampus here, and we're gonna get another one before the boss fight as well. But yeah, right now we're just unlocking the path to the boss fight. It's a 2 phases or 2.5 or 2 bosses with with the second one having a second phase kind of deal, depending on how you look at it. So yeah, we use the Yokai Shift right there to break that rock just for safety. That Magatsu warrior in the area, it is pretty dangerous if you don't do that. Yeah, we're gonna get this Scampus right here, which is gonna refresh the Scampus buff and also make it so we have 2 instead of only 1. And now we're going to enter the boss fights. First one is gonna be Tokechiro again, but it's gonna be different than last time. It's gonna be way tougher.
If we have one shot at this with the way we are going in now. If I fail it now, it's gonna be bad. I have to
Yeah,
concentrate
it's still
here.
doable, but yeah, it's way better if you do it first try. Okay, so now we pop Kasha, hope that he gets debuff. There we go, that's good, that's really good. That's perfect. That was a beautiful fight.
Oh god!
It's not over yet, but
Oh god! Die!
there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna pop another Claybell of Beckoning.
There.
There we go. That one.
Ooh.
And yeah, buff with Purity. And we enter the next boss fight with 3 cats. Now, Kashin Koji is, I would say, one of the most, probably the worst fight to fight without resources. Resources meaning things like cats, magic, and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna grapple, I'm gonna wait for the... There we go. I'm gonna use Kasha. I'm gonna try to get rid of all his HP. We're good, we're good.
Okay.
Okay. You can use the... Oh, never mind.
Oh god, that's it.
Okay, Kasha will pop Yokai Shift again. This is second phase. And now he has less HP, or less defense, I don't know. One of the two. So yeah, he's gonna die way faster. Oh, GG's. Okay, so now before the end of the run, we have like about between 5 and 10 minutes, and before we do the next fight, there's like a cutscene mission, so there's a time to send some messages.
Yeah, so no other new donations right now, but I will remind everyone that we are raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society. Every dollar that you donate is going to go towards them, providing new research and new tools for early screening and early detection. You guys can also donate and be entered for some awesome prizes. A $5 donation is going to give you a chance to win one of 3 different Steam keys. That's going to be either Resident Evil 4 Remake, Duck Game, or What is Sleeping in My Room. And then a $10 minimum donation will get you entered for the chance to win a custom Game Over Cancer GameCube controller and a Steam key for Resident Evil 4 Remake. And I will remind everyone, too, we do have a bid war incentive for run tomorrow. That's going to be for Mega Man 7. You can choose the Shademan OST. Right now, Ghost and Ghouls OST is winning, but if you donate enough, you can also make the original OST be used instead. But guys, keep it coming. We are at $1,680.38 out of our $2,000 goal. It'd be awesome if we could hit that today. So let's see more donations.
All right, thank you for those messages. So right now we're in the last region, as I said before, and we're gonna fight the main protagonist of the Nioh 1, the previous game. And what better way than just using our large spirit stones? Yeah, we are gonna have to wait a little bit because
Can I actually just Actually, that was bad. I spent an arrow, but
okay, now we have the yokai shift ready. There we go. Yokai shift grapple. One, two, three. Two dodges, of course.
Good old Billy, I mean.
That's okay. I think it is Snake just got him. Yeah, there we go. GG's.
And time for the final mission, so ending could come in anything from 3 to 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on how final boss behaves and how I perform.
Yeah, the final fight is, especially at the start, very, very finicky. There's currently what I would say is the best strat, which is I think what JP is gonna go for. It's not completely consistent because you're waiting for like one opening, and even if that opening happens, that doesn't guarantee that he's not gonna just roll away from danger. But yeah, it's the best that we have right now with the RNG of the game. And yeah,
what happens?
Hopefully we will not be unlucky.
Would be the first.
And if everything goes well, he's gonna skip the second phase. But it is actually very, very hard to skip the second phase, I would say. Like, there's a lot of RNG, and the more normal thing to happen is that even if he gets the strat, he still manages, the boss still manages to just kind of get away a little bit and still pulls off the second phase. But we'll see. Maybe we'll see something faster and luckier. We'll see.
We still have plenty of these items, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. So we are gonna enter with the Brute Yokai Shift, and that's gonna determine also the fact that the boss is gonna start with Brute Yokai Shift as well, or Brute form rather. And yeah, right at the beginning, we're gonna buff with water and shoot him twice with purity arrows. That's gonna basically set up his purity debuff. There we go, that's good. Now we have the Jatsu no Kami. Just barely didn't get it. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
It's okay. So yeah, now he's gonna transition into other forms. This is the Phantom form that you got to see with the Evil Twin fight, you know. But yeah, now you can see it again on Takemaru. And this is the Feral form, which you could see briefly in some parts of the round. Well, actually, you saw it more on the 2 fights ago with Kashin Koji. The main strat. Okay, so yeah, this is the final phase of the Takemaru. You can switch between elements. This is water, so that means that we have to like get away from that. Yeah.
Good, still.
This is slimy, probably the most annoying one. Although he has changed. Okay.
Oh, I have a confusion now.
Yeah, confusion and lightning debuff. Okay.
Problem switching stances. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you got this. Okay, Kasha can actually. Oh no, actually.
I think we're
Nice,
about
nice,
to approach time. Oh, come on. Okay, whew.
GG's. You can switch to the like not take thing.
Well, yeah. I don't remember. It was like second to last. Well,
Yeah, second to last. Yeah. It's okay.
I think.
It's like a smallest optimization. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now in 3, 2, 1,
Time.
time.
2:04:40. Woof.
Okay. Below estimate already. GG's.
Below estimate, yeah, but that was a sketchy run. Holy moly.
Yeah, this is a very tough run to learn. There's a lot of things, little things that you have to take into account. So yeah, it's like a process.
Yeah. This is
You'll get
definitely.
there.
Yeah. Once you put in the time, it becomes a very fun one. It can feel frustrating at times, but yeah, if you keep at it.
Yeah, like it has a lot more tech and more RNG than Nioh 1. So in terms of tech and RNG, I think maybe it's a bit too RNG heavy, but because there's so much more tech compared to Nioh 1, I just like it way more than Nioh 1. Nioh 1 is still a great speed game, by the way, but it's just like a bit too, okay, this is what you do, this is what happens. Like for 90% of the fights, it has a little too less RNG, which is good for consistency, but I don't know, I like more spicy rounds.
This definitely can give you the spice, but yeah. If you want to learn the run, I'd say definitely Axel here has made a tutorial. It'll get you going, but definitely you can ask the community a lot. I've done that and got a lot of helpful people helping me and giving me tips and helping out what to do.
There's several categories depending on what you want to do. You can do it with DLCs as well.
Oh, yeah.
Unrestricted, we didn't talk about it, but there's a glitch with the equipment that I'm not going to get into details because it's kind of weird to explain, but depending on what you do, you can get into a setup with your equipment that is glitched, and that will allow you to kind of like hover over certain spots of the game, allowing you to skip parts of the game. So that's basically what unrestricted would be instead of like just glitchless. That's the main thing about it. And then there's also the runs with feathers instead of featherless, which are using this ninjutsu spells that are very, very broken. They just do a lot of damage on out-of-key enemies, and they apply confusion very easily because they apply an element very fast. You need the ninjutsu for it, but once you have that, it just melts things. So, depending on what you like, you have different kinds of sauces. You can complement your run with that.
Pretty complex.
There's a lot of things that you can do in this. You can also do Nioh Rush, which I would say is like the more uh, exigent run, I would say. Basically, from start to not at the end of the game, but the end of the game on NG+4. It's pretty rough, but it's also fun once you actually like get used to everything else, I would say. But yeah,
I think that's
community is there. It's not. We don't have a big community, but we have several active members, and yeah, we're there in case anyone wants to learn the game or needs some help. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Thank you guys for that awesome showcase. JP, that was a fantastic run. I don't know how you manage all that stuff. The panic, I would be just as panicked there.
The panic was
if not
real.
more. Thank you guys so very much. Make sure you all stay tuned. We're going to be right back for Sonic Adventure DX Randomizer. Did I read that right? Randomizer in Sonic Adventure. Cousin Captain's going to show us all of that here soon, so make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be right back right after this short break.